Hey everybody, Papa T here. Sorry I've been on a bit of a hiatus. I been staying with my new girlfriend, if you will, and haven't had time to really focus on my esoteric channel, if you will. But there's been a few things I wanted to address. First off, when I've been watching YouTube, you know how there's ads in the beginning. A lot more of them, it's quite frequent now, have been in Espanol. And I know the YouTube algorithm puts things to where you are. So why am I, a white person in St. Louis, Missouri, receiving Bud Light Lime Fiesta and all this fucking bullshit? What's the point behind that? What are they trying to say? Well, there's obviously an agenda, and Trump said it best when he was talking about the Mexicans and shit like that. If you're gonna come to America, come here. That's fine. My ancestors came here. They spoke Italian and Swedish and fucking Native American, whatever they speak. And guess what? Listen to me now. You don't hear me fucking Guten Tag Brigade or anything. So that's a cause for concern right off the bat. Secondly, I'd like to address the fact that we've seen a lot of chicanery coming out of Europe. And I had predicted this in a previous video and a bunch of comments to the Jungle Surfer because the wars, I've read Mortals and Dogma, and I'm kind of a Freemason. I just joined to infiltrate to see what it was about. It was about nothing, so I just learned the symbols and the rituals, and now I can see them. I don't Baphomet in the fucking corner or anything. It's silly. It's buffoonery is what it is. But I've just seen what's been going on, and they're leaving their calling cards saying it's us. That's all. That's all the pyramids and the numbers are. It's not nefarious. It's not Illuminati. It's just this is us, and people like me know it's them. And it's also to say it's a hoax. That's why I know everything's a hoax. That's why I know that cop didn't get shot. Those 3 or 4 cops didn't get shot in Dallas. That was predicted in the fucking Simpsons, just like everything. That's why I know this and that and the other didn't happen because of the numbers. The Jungle Surfer goes through the numbers, and I'm going to start making better videos because I have a better computer now and more free time on my hands because I started working early mornings. I've been promoted at work, so I'll have more free time to address the things that I'd like to. That's about all I got to say about that. And thirdly, thrice. One thing that should have been on my mind is what started every world war? Something coming out of Turkey. Now, why is Turkey so important? Why is Turkey so significant? Because in the Muslim world, the leader of Turkey, the president of Turkey, the prime minister, whatever the fuck they have over there, is considered the caliph, the caliph, the caliphate. He's the leader of the Muslim world. The president of Turkey is the caliph, and his name's what, Erdogan or something like that. So whatever happens in Turkey is in exact proportionality to the Muslim world. Now, in a video I made a few weeks ago, I said they pissed off the gays with that nightclub hoax. They pissed off the Mexicans with Trump shit. They pissed off the blacks with all this Black Lives that don't matter. They fucking all this kind of shit. And if Black Lives want to matter, then how about they stop killing each other for selling drugs on their turfs, and they stop, etc. But whatever. And if a cop comes up to you, don't get smart. Yeah, you're not capitulating and being a bitch if you're just like, yes sir, no sir. You just get in and leave you the fuck alone. It's like talking to your boss. You don't like your boss, but if he comes bitching at you, you just say, oh, not a problem, sir. I'll take care of it next time. And that's the end of it. You ain't got to say, dog, you don't know shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So, and also problem is they don't have the proper articulation to fucking convey what they want to say other than just fuck, nigga, stuff like that. But that's all by design, and I really can't blame them too much because they have been set up to fail. By the Jew, not by me, not by you, by the Jew. So, get that out of your head right now. But, now they're pissing off the Muslims because if you look at Pike's Third World War, they got to rile up the Muslims. It started with 9/11. A bunch of people who couldn't fly a fucking kite all of a sudden flew non-existent planes into fucking controlled demolition buildings. I mean, that does aluminum plane hitting a solid concrete and steel building, this is what would happen. That's what would happen. Not fucking leaving the Batman symbol and it comes down for some reason. You know, pancaking the floors, but doesn't talk anything about the fucking support columns. If anything, there would have been the 80 fucking giant 5-inch support column sticking straight up in the air, and every floor would have fallen down. But that's not what this video is about. So I just want to put that out there, that Turkey always has something to do with it. Who was Franz Ferdinand shot by? Wasn't it somebody from Turkey? Wasn't it, it's always where it begins. So I see where things are going. Now, I don't think it's in the next year or two. I think Hillary will be the next president, because at first they had the first colored, now they're going to have the first woman, next they'll have the first gay, next they'll have the first, well, they already have the Muslim. Next they'll have the first Mexican. I mean, it's all right there. I could see it before it came across the horizon. But that's exactly what's going to happen. So, I mean, you know, Hillary's a warmonger. She's a fucking Clinton. She's a Rodham. It's a fucking dynasty. I mean, these family, you know, when they tell you in kid you grew up to be the president, no, you can't unless your last name is something that's been around and has money. Because no, they're not elected, they're appointed. You know, that's just the way it is. And Clinton earned his fucking stripes for being his family and also for being the waypoint for the Contra cocaine. It used to fly up through the Caribbean, mostly in the Bahamas at Nassau. Then it would refuel in fucking Arkansas, where he was the governor. And from there, it would be the distribution point from east to west because it was in the middle. So that's how that works. But it's going to be a shit show. It's going to be a hoax. You know, I'm 60-70% disabled from the United States military. I was hurt in Iraq. There's nothing, I can't go back. Even if I wanted to, I don't want to. 30-year-old me right now would have never done what I did. But 19-year-old me, I didn't know any better. So, I mean, times have changed. Let's put it that way. But, as you can see, I spilled my lunch on my shirt. But I'm a guy, so guess what? I just wanted to put that out there, that everything is going to be taken. There's going to be some shit. You know, I like Polarization Nation, and I'm not so sure about his 10-4 code being the next 9/11, but I'm sure there's going to be things taking place in the 10th month, because October is special. It says Oct because it used to be 8. You know, 8 into 10, there's a 9. So there's the fucking transformation right into the door. So it goes from the details, the transformation, to the door of completion. So we're looking at a shit show. Something's going down. Not some pissant CGI truck running into people. Not some fucking gunman kills himself afterward. Not some fucking suicide bomber who's right here, but then the screen goes black and pink smoke comes from stage left. I mean, what the fuck was that? I mean, can people... Now, I might have an IQ of genius, and I might be fucking, you know, went to medical school and law school, and I might be able to tell if you're lying to me just by looking at you before you open your mouth. And I know I'm smart as the dickens, but people can't be that fucking stupid. Like, but apparently they are. So I just wanted to put this out here and make this video to all my friends, all my subs, anybody else who wants to see it. Something's going down, and it's going to come from the Muslim world. Albert Pike told it to you. He wasn't lying. Freemasonry isn't about building blocks and stones. It's about building society. And sometimes, you know, there has to be a calling. And whether that calling be of the mind, whether that calling be of the people, I truly do believe a lot of people died in World War I. Maybe not so much two, but in one, because with the advent of industry, mechanical machines and whatnot, we had all these workers who just got their jobs taken away by robots. You know, at the time, robots, fucking machines. So now what? Were they just supposed to be put on the fucking government dole? No, they marched them off to go walk in front of a machine gun nest. All right, boys in the trenches, we're gonna go storm their trench. But sir, they have a machine gun pointed right at us. No more fucking need for food stamps. So that's how this shit works. So, I mean, I've been to Iraq. It wasn't a fucking war like, you know, we're taking fire, Sarge. It was just Patrice. It was just police patrolling. So I just want to make that clear. Whatever's coming down the pipe, it's going to be bad, but it's not going to be real. It's going to, and if it is real, it's just going to be controlled demolition with strategic relocation for new shit. So just know that. Know that the only thing real in this world is people and love. And be sure you tell everyone that you care about every day that you care about them. Because things might not be going as well as we would hope they would. So, peace and love to everybody. I'm glad people listen to my bullshit, but it's not bullshit because I think about this. I don't sleep at night. I sit there and I think about this. And I do a lot of research. I could talk to you about whatever you want. And now that I'm having a little more free time, I'm going to start making these like almost daily little chat-alongs. It's too hot to go fucking walking down the street. It's 112 heat index. And look at me. You see all these fucking scars and shit. I have no circulation in my arms from the fucking what have you. My pasty white arse can't take that heat outside. So you're going to be listening to me here. So I just appreciate everything, and I love you all, and just stay vigilant. The only thing that's going to be real from all these hoaxes is the reaction of the populace. So they're going to fucking be all up in a frenzy thinking shit's hitting the fan, because little do they know, it's just Wag the Dog. It's just a fucking Hollywood production. It's my finest work ever, and I'm taking credit. So, hasta luego, motherfuckers.